but I do need you to take your hat off because we are in court.
I'll take my hat off for $500. I'll turn my camera off. I don't like being told what to do. How would you know without reading it first?
Anything further?
How would you know without reading it first?
Well, sir, we're on trial. You don't file things a moment before a trial and then expect the court to receive it first. Well, we didn't receive it, but in any event, sir, I've already made my ruling. Sir, I'm not going to argue with you. The matter is that is disposed of. You can address it on appeal.
That's why we're here today to argue,
sir.
Now, listen,
sir. You can address it on appeal.
You want to get out of this so bad. You don't even want to fight with me on this, or what? You're just
I don't want to fight with you at all.
1-038. This sovereign citizen was pulled over without a license plate and with a suspended license. Now he's on Zoom acting like traffic court is somehow beneath him. He refuses to state his name, says he represents his corporate fiction, and keeps challenging jurisdiction like it's some magic loop. And just for context, this case has been dragging on since 2022. So yeah, let's get into it.
Mr. Gonzalez, this is Judge Arjun. I'm calling from the 57th District Court. We saw that you were trying to log in to the courtroom, that you were in the courtroom, but then you disconnected. So we were trying to reach out to you so that we could connect with you via telephone. Please reconnect to the courtroom immediately and we can proceed. All right, let's go on the record in the matter of the People's State of Michigan versus Fernando Gonzalez, file 221744ST. Let's have appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Buckley, the people of the state of Michigan.
Mr. Gonzalez, state your name, please. Mr. Gonzalez is choosing not to identify himself on the record, so we're just going to be proceeding. I do note that Mr. Gonzalez had a motion for dismissal. I presumed he wished to verbally argue it, although I have reviewed the motion. Do you have any response to Mr. Gonzalez's motion?
Your Honor, at this point, I would ask that the motion be denied and that the proceeding, that the trial, defense trial, proceeding toward it.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you wish to make any further statement beyond your written motion? Choosing not to respond. I have reviewed the motion and note that there's no basis in law for the motion for dismissal in this matter. The arguments are specious, and I will deny the motion for dismissal. Proceeding now. Court reporter advised that Mr. Gonzalez had said that he was not able to get his mic working, so I'm going to back proceedings up a little bit to accommodate that if you would choose.
Yeah, I want Mr. Gonzalez to people have one proposal to make it remarks.
Certainly respond.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you. Very good. All right, state your name for the record.
My name is Fernando Gonzalez, living man.
Very good.
I'm here
And we already have
representing my
appearance of
corporate
Mr.
fiction of the
Delfield.
exact same name.
In regard to the matter for motion to dismiss, Mr. Gonzalez.
Your Honor.
I did hear you identify yourself as Fernando Gonzalez. Thank you. Please proceed with your motion
Yes.
for dismissal.
I'm here representing my corporate fiction of the same name, and I'm here to motion.
But you're here as
Here to
you're here as Fernando Gonzalez, because
Right,
if you're
but
not
it's
here
not-
as Fernando Gonzalez, I will have to issue a bench warrant for Fernando Gonzalez.
He tells the judge he can't represent himself because he's supposedly a separate corporate entity. What makes it even funnier is how the judge calmly lets him finish, like he's heard this exact script 1,000 times before. There's no hidden legal loophole in capital letters. It's just someone trying to talk his way out of ticket. And the more he explains it, the worse it sounds. This isn't advanced law. It's YouTube law school at its finest.
You and I both know I'm representing my corporate fiction, the all caps name.
You cannot do that. You cannot represent a party other than yourself, sir.
Well, then we got a problem.
You
then if it's part of
and I
jurisdiction.
both know that. So
No,
proceeding
that's
as
not true.
Fernando Gonzalez,
If
do
I
you
own
wish
a
to
name-
address your motion for? Do you wish to address your motion for dismissal?
Yeah, I would like to challenge
Please do
jurisdiction
so.
like you didn't. I'm here by special appearance to challenge jurisdiction and motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. I've all but trademarked my corporate fiction name. You know, we're going to just have to do this again in 6 months once it's trademarked.
Well, that's not true. Your motion is dismissed and denied because it is not based on any actual recognized legal basis. So in regard to the trial,
I object to that.
Okay, that's fine. You can object. And upon receipt of your judgment, you can go ahead and file an appeal on that if you so choose, but we are proceeding. Mr. Duffield.
Thank you. I would call Deputy Louise Hempstead to the stand. Would you like me to approach the podium or may I stand to the duration of the question?
You can remain. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Have a seat. State your name, spell it for the record.
Louise Hempston, Hempston.
Very good. Please proceed.
Deputy Hempstead, where are you currently employed?
Family County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been employed at that?
Almost 5 years.
And what are your job duties?
Road patrol for the Sheriff's Office.
Do you recall making a traffic stop with Mr. Fernando Gonzalez?
Yes, June 2016.
And do you know where this traffic stop was located?
It was on the northbound 131 on the 66 mile marker within the Woodland Lake Township.
What was the nature of the stop? Why did you initiate the stop?
I observed a vehicle traveling in front of me. It was going northbound. I was also going northbound. The vehicle did not have a license plate registration attached to it.
And so you initiated the traffic stop at that point?
Yes, sir.
Did you make contact with the driver of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did you ask the driver for their license and registration?
Yes, I did.
Did the driver provide you such documentation?
I gotta object.
What is your objection?
He's labeling me a driver when he has no proof that I was transporting goods, services, or passengers for hire.
Your objection's overruled. Please proceed.
Then he objects to being called a driver because he wasn't transporting goods for hire. That argument fails in court every single time. He was behind the wheel on a public road with a suspended license. That's all that matters. No wordplay changes the facts. The judge shuts it down like it's just another routine day in court.
Again, did he provide any plea documentation that you requested?
When I asked for them, he said that he did not have them and that he told me he wasn't driving, he was traveling.
Do you recall what type of vehicle the individual was in?
It was a silver Ford, I believe, so Focus.
Do you knowledge is that in your vehicle?
Yes, sir.
So were you able to identify the driver in some documents?
Yes, I was. There was some legal documents that the driver would not identify himself, and I attempted to look at the thin plate on the front dashboard and the front windshield, which is obscured by some paperwork. That paperwork for legal documents and identify a person's name and also identify the address. I used that address and that name using me to come up with a name and a picture that identified the same person as was driving the vehicle.
And did you, when that was pulled up in your law enforcement information network, did that include information on whether the individual had a valid driver's license?
Send operator's test was denied suspended.
Did you inform the operator of the vehicle about this?
Yes.
And then was the individual whose name you read and who law enforcement information network provided you the information, was that individual Fernando Gonzalez?
Yes.
Was the defendant the
Gonzalez, turn on your camera, please.
Is it on? Can you see me?
No, you need to have it turned off, actually.
It says it's on my end, but I don't see myself.
But you probably,
How's
there
that?
you go. Yep.
If you were to see this individual again, would you be able to recognize him?
Yes.
Alright, do you see that? If you see that person in the courtroom,
I still have.
if you were to see that person in the courtroom, please identify them.
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez, thank you for turning your camera on. If you don't wish to keep it on, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I usually like to be looking at the person I'm dealing with in court, but I do need you to take your hat off because we are in court.
I'll take my hat off for $500.
Well, then you can either take your hat off or be held in contempt of court, or you can turn your camera off. One or the other.
The whole $500 to remove the hat moment is unbelievable. I honestly laughed at how ridiculous it was. He's arguing about courtroom decorum like he's sending the court an invoice. Meanwhile, he's the one on trial, not negotiating a contract. The judge gives him simple options, and he still turns it into a debate. It's stubbornness for no reason. Just take off the hat and deal with your case like an adult.
I'll turn my camera off. I don't like being told.
Okay, very good.
May the record reflect that.
He did it. Yes.
And so you said that this traffic stop occurred northbound US 131 near the 66-mile marker. So to your knowledge, is that within the borders of Alameda County,
Yes, sir.
state of Michigan?
Yes, sir.
And US 131, is that a limited access highway?
Yes, it is.
So, Your Honor, I would ask to move to admit the Naples Market Exhibit 1 under MCO 257.204A. And that is a record kept by the Secretary of State in compliance with that statute. It is a certified copy of the subject by Mayor. For the record, I would state that I emailed a copy of this document to the defendant at the email address I had on file approximately 25 minutes prior to the start of the trial.
All right. Any objection to the exhibit, Mr. Gonzalez? No objection, it's admitted. Anything further?
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this point. Thank you.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any questions? Mr. Gonzalez appears not to have any questions. He's muted himself, so you may step down.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I do have a question.
All right.
How did we get this far without establishing jurisdiction?
Jurisdiction is established by the Michigan Constitution and
Did you get the paperwork
duly
that I sent?
recognized court of the state. I've already ruled on that motion, sir. If you wish to address it on appeal, you're welcome to do so. We do have a jurisdiction. Any further questions
You don't
of this
have jurisdiction.
witness? Of this
I-
witness, do you have any questions of the witness?
Of this witness? No, I don't think I do, other than
Right.
who's the injured party here? I mean, I would like to cross-examine the injured party, not the police officer that wrote the ticket.
This guy almost makes me laugh, but only because of how absurd he is. He asks to cross-examine the injured party in a traffic violation. There's no random victim waiting to testify about a suspended license. It makes you wonder whether people like this genuinely misunderstand the system or think they found a clever way to beat it. Considering the case has been pending since 2022, you start questioning who's really playing who.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to present, Mr. Gonzalez?
I would like to present the documents that I emailed you earlier with.
We've already established your motion for dismissal has been denied.
What about
If
the
you
other
wish to address
stuff?
that on appeal, if you wish to address that on appeal, you're welcome to do so. I did receive your lien notice. I have no idea what that is supposed to mean. So anything else you'd like to present to the court?
Which question did you have on the document?
I don't have any questions on it.
Well, if
It's
you don't know
meaningless to
what
me.
that document is, then maybe we should.
Well, the document,
pause
sir,
and
the
figure
reason,
it out,
the-
because
the-
You're
I can
fishing
tell you
for
this,
jurisdiction when you don't
sir,
have any.
sir,
And
sir.
Your Honor,
The document,
you can't
the
proceed.
document.
You can't proceed without the jurisdiction.
All right, I have an idea, sir. You don't interrupt me, and I'll try not to interrupt you. So go ahead and make it. If you've indicated that you didn't have any questions, and that's fine. I told you the reason that in regard to that, the notice of lien you sent, it's a meaningless document from a legal point of view. All right. Anything
Okay.
else you'd like
I
to
don't
establish on the record?
Yeah, what about my
Okay,
fire?
yes, nothing further. You wish
Yes,
to
I
sum
do.
up any arguments you have?
I object.
Mr. Duffy.
You're not letting me proceed. You're not letting me defend
Sir,
myself.
you're not proceeding. You keep saying you want a motion for dismissal, but I've already
didn't say that.
directed that that is
Yes, I
denied.
did. But I asked you, did you read the FOIA request that I just sent you a while back?
Sir, no, I did not read a FOIA request because I haven't received it. So I can
I
tell
sent
you,
one.
and not only that, that would be irrelevant to this proceeding.
How
in
would you
any
know
event.
without
So,
reading it
Mister,
first?
anything further?
How would you know without reading it first?
Because a FOIA request in regard to this matter, we are talking about a motion, a trial for driving with license suspended. Do you have anything pertinent to that in regard to this trial?
Yeah, the FOIA request that I sent you pretty
Okay,
much takes
anything
me out
other
of
than
your
that?
jurisdiction.
Sir, I am deeming that to be irrelevant. You can take that
Without
up on
reading it
appeal as
first?
well.
Without
You can
reading
take that
it
up on
first,
appeal
really?
as well. Well,
So
sir,
you're-
we're on you don't file things a moment before a trial and then expect the court to receive it. First of all, we didn't receive it. But in any event, sir, I've already
I
made my
never
ruling.
even-
Do you have,
I never
sir,
con-
I'm not going to argue with you. The matters
never-
that is disposed of, you can address it on
That's
appeal.
why we're here
Anything-
today, to argue.
Sir,
Now, listen to
Sir,
me.
you can
Your
address
Honor.
it on appeal.
Your
You can
Honor.
address it on appeal, sir.
You want to get out of this so bad, you don't even want to fight with me on this, or what?
I don't want to fight with you at all because that's nonsense. I don't want to fight with you. I have nothing against you, sir. I'm just asking you to proceed with pertinent information.
Well, how would you know if something's pertinent if you don't look at it?
That's enough. All right. Any arguments in summation, Mr. Duffy?
Your Honor, my office's obligation is to prove the elements of this crime, each one beyond a reasonable doubt. The elements being that first, that the defendant operated a motor vehicle, which is defined under MCL 25733 as a vehicle that is self-propelled. I believe based on the testimony that the vehicle at issue in this case meets such a definition. Second, that the defendant was the one who operated that vehicle on a highway. US 131 with access freedom and 66 mile marker. I believe
I object.
the only testimony in evidence tells that conclusion. And third, that at the time that the time of the threat, whether the driving, the defendant operated license was revoked. We heard testimony from the deputy chief cross-checked the law enforcement information network, which showed that the defendant had a suspended or revoked license. Further, we have since procured a copy of the Secretary of State certified driving record that the Secretary of State maintains by statute, which also shows that it has been suspended. So I believe that all of the elements of the crime beyond the reasonable doubt are asked that the court find such. Thank you.
Any argument pertinent to the case, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yeah, I thought this case was squashed a long time ago, or else I would have prepared for trial, which I never even consented to last time I challenged jurisdiction. I should get more time to defend myself if this case is going to be going forward without me being able to defend myself. That's not fair. I thought this case was squashed the moment I sent that ticket back with all rights reserved.
Well, that's
With 72
nonsense.
hours,
And, so that is
there's nothing
you've
to base
found this
that on
case has
other than
been
your-
pending. This case has actually been pending since 2022.
It's not my
Um,
fault.
2.5 years fighting something that could have been resolved in a single afternoon. Instead of reinstating his license and paying the fine, he turned it into a personal crusade.
Here,
I rescinded that
is indeed your.
2 hours.
In any
So
event,
your guys.
I do find that the people have proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Please, Ms. Card, go ahead and take this. I do find that he's guilty in this matter. Fines are $250. State costs $50. Court costs $200. Crime victim right fee of
They
$75.
don't have my consent on any of this.
And $150 in bench warrant fees.
And I want my bail back too.
That would be then a total of $725, and I'll give you 90 days to take care of that.
That's
Is there
not gonna
bond?
happen.
Is there actually bond that's been posted? We have $300 bond. We'll apply a bond.
I object to that.
We're applying it.
For a victimless crime, that's,
And remaining balance of $425 is due within 90 days. We're all set. We're going to mail out the judgment to you, sir. If you wish to appeal, you're welcome to do so.
thanks.
Exhibit, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Exhibit.
The exhibit's returned to the prosecutor. Court's adjourned.
The judge stayed patient, let him speak, and then found him guilty, exactly as expected. None of the sovereign citizen's speeches changed the outcome. The case ended where it began. Suspended license, fines imposed. Some people believe that if they argue long enough, reality will bend. Court doesn't work that way. It applies the law and moves on. Would you represent yourself like that, or just handle the ticket and move on with your life? I'm sure at least one sovereign citizen is watching right now, so let me know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.